What's up guys, Tire Kickers here, and today I'm replacing the thermostat on my 2000 BMW 540. In my left hand you can see the new 105 degrees Celsius Moly thermostat with the old failed thermostat on the right. Before we get into the details of this simple repair, let's talk about the symptoms that pointed me to the thermostat. I took this video of my instrument cluster on the way to work one morning. The first part is primarily residential driving with lots of stop and go, while the second half is all highway. I've sped the video up, but I included the stopwatch to give you an idea of how much time has elapsed. Keep an eye on the temperature gauge on the right side of the screen, as this was the key indicator of the failed thermostat since I didn't have a check engine light. It's taking the engine forever to warm up, and around the 15-minute mark, you see that the needle finally reaches the center position. But shortly after this I enter the highway, and the temperature begins to drop again when the needle should remain centered. This means to me that my thermostat has failed and is stuck open, therefore forcing the engine to operate cooler than usual. You're going to lose some coolant when you perform this repair, so make sure you have antifreeze and distilled water on hand before you get started. BMW's coolant does not come pre-mixed, so the distilled water is needed to dilute the mixture to about a 50-50 ratio. I showed you the thermostat earlier, but I want to stop here and note that there are two different variations to be aware of. Remember, we're working on the 4.4-liter V8 M62 engine, which can be found in these vehicles. But if you have a 540 or 740 produced before September 1998, you're going to need the thermostat on the left. If your vehicle falls in the previous list and was produced after September 1998, you'll use the same thermostat as me, which is shown on the right. With all of that out of the way, I used a 10mm socket with a 3/8" drive ratchet and a couple of different extensions to perform this job. I was lazy and decided to keep the front of the car on the ground despite knowing I'd lose more coolant this way. Regardless, you'll need to remove the engine cover and the intake tube to get access to the thermostat. There are 6 clips holding the air filter cover in place that I popped off using a flathead screwdriver. I used that same screwdriver to loosen the hose clamp on the throttle body. Then I disconnected the 2 vacuum hoses and the plug to the MAF so I could remove the intake tube. I used the 10mm socket to remove the bolt holding the dipstick in place to make it easier to access the bottom corner bolt on the thermostat. These were the extensions I used to route the 10mm socket behind the dipstick into that corner thermostat bolt. With the hardest part out of the way, I tossed my coolant catcher under the car so I could remove the top radiator hose. You can use a screwdriver or a pick to release the hose clip. Then, use a screwdriver to gently pry the hose from the thermostat and quickly turn the hose upward to minimize the mess you make at this point. Now you're free to work on the 3 remaining thermostat bolts. I couldn't fit the ratchet, so I used a 10mm wrench to remove the top left corner bolt. I then tapped the thermostat free using a screwdriver and a mallet. Watch my reaction as I witness the mess I'm making. So there you go. The failed thermostat is off, and the new thermostat with the gasket seated is ready to be installed. Once you have the 4 bolts tightened, slip the coolant hose back on, reinstall the electrical plug, and don't forget to tighten the dipstick bolt. I'll show you how to bleed the coolant system in a later video, but I wanted to prove that replacing the thermostat solved my problem. Remember earlier that it took the temperature gauge about 15 minutes to reach the center position. Now it's only taking between 5 and 6 minutes, and the needle doesn't move once it has reached operating temp. This was honestly a really simple job, and I highly recommend you doing this yourself. I shopped around for the thermostat and found a good deal on Amazon for $70. A gallon of BMW coolant is around $30, which you can also grab on Amazon or pretty much anywhere else that sells car parts. The distilled water is about $2, which brings your all-in cost right around the $100 mark. That's all I've got, so feel free to leave a comment down below if you have any questions. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.